ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Tech Showdown. My name is Kevin. This is my co-host Teddy. I'm repping the pug life today. Yeah. Thought you guys would like it. And today we're going to be doing an unboxing and overview of this Asus Turbo GTX 960, which is quite interesting because it comes with a blower style cooler. There was no reference GTX 980 that I'm aware of. I never ever saw one, or even a picture, or even heard of one. So this will be quite interesting. Now the reason why I'm doing this particular card is this one is one of the cheapest GTX 960s that you can get, quite in New Zealand anyway. This one is quite a bit cheaper than some of the other GTX 960 models. So that's why I wanted to do this one, because we're going to do an unboxing. And then I want to put this guy up against GTX 950, which I should have very, very soon, to kind of see the difference between a good 950 and one of the cheaper 960s. And then after we cover that, we can get into all the 950 against AMD and all that fun stuff. But let's get into this guy then. We'll show the back of the box, because it's nice to know where cards kind of fall within their own lineup, you know, within Nvidia's lineup. So that's why I want to do this one first. Plus we get to try out this 960, which will be quite interesting. So, we got the tag, the plastic here, the sellotape I should say. So if you're not aware, the 960 has been out for a little while now. It features a Maxwell GM206 GPU, which has 1024 CUDA cores. It's normal Asus packaging that we're sort of used to. Oh, we open it up there. Stick all this plastic out of here. See what else we get in this guy. So we're getting the card, and is that it? No, we'll take this out. Okay, all you get is a manual here. What's that? Oh, driver CD inside of it. Oh, well, that's nice. This will probably just have, yeah, Asus GPU tweaks and drivers on it. It doesn't actually have drivers on them. A lot of times these newer Nvidia ones, a lot of people still think that kind of is the case, but all it does is install GeForce experience. So that's interesting. Alrighty. So yeah, GM206 GPU. So this particular card has a base clock speed of 1190 MHz and a boost clock speed of 1253 MHz. Now this card does feature GPU Boost 2.0, so that means that will most likely change. And that's quite interesting. So looking at the card, it's a lot bigger than I actually thought it was going to be. It looked quite small on the packaging. Let me turn it around there, and you see that this fan actually extends off, so it can take air in from the back as well. So that's quite interesting. Just something I'm curious about it. It feels quite loose, like in my hand right now. I've never noticed that with a graphics card before. Like this plastic shroud feels like it's not attached properly. I know you guys can't tell, but just take it from me. It feels quite loose for some reason. We'll see how that goes. So yeah, memory wise. So this is a 2GB 960, so that means you're getting 2 gigs of GDDR5 on a 128-bit bus, and that's at the reference speed of 7010 MHz. Now this has been an issue for the 960 the whole time, and I think 2 GB even for 1080p gaming these days isn't really ideal. I mean, it can get you by, but it's not ideal. You really, if you're going to go for a 960, I would recommend the 4GB model. However, that's if you're wanting to get a more expensive 960, that is. But this one's one of the cheapest models, as I said earlier, so it's obviously going to be coming with the 2 gigs. Now TDP wise on that GPU, it's 120 watt TDP, so that's really good. You don't need very powerful power supply to power this thing. Making up for the memory is its 3rd gen Delta color compression, which is just the improved memory compression and caching to make up for its little 128-bit bus. So this is quite interesting with this cooler here. As I said, it feels loose, which is bizarre, but this will be an interesting card to test in terms of the cooling, so temperatures and also the noise. I'd be very interested to see how this one goes. So it's dual intake blower style fan, which blower style fans are good because it does push out a lot of the heat out the back of the card, although usually they have quite a big sort of, oh, this one's okay, bit of honeycomb there, to get all the heat out of your system, so that's quite good. It doesn't just blow it all around the inside of it. So they're saying this dual intake blower fan is 10% cooler than reference, but I don't know what they're comparing it to because I've never even seen a reference 960, so whatever. Dual ball bearing fan gives 4 times the lifespan. Okay, that's good to know. And the super alloy power, this is quite typical for Asus, so that's quite good. It just means there's slightly upgraded components on it in terms of the power delivery, so that means you know, better reliability and also slightly better overclocking. Now, dimensions. So lengthwise coming in at 264mm, which isn't exactly, you know, huge, but it's quite large for a 960 from what I remember. Widthwise 121mm and heightwise 37mm, so obviously a 2-slot card. This is probably what you're going to be seeing when it's in your rig, something like this. Now, power-wise, you're just seeing a single 6-pin, single SLI connector up the top here, so that means you can only do 2-way SLI on these 960s. Jumping around now to I/O, and we see that it has a single DVI-I connector, triple DisplayPort, and HDMI. So DisplayPort's what you're going to be wanting to use if you're going to be using a G-Sync monitor on this graphics card. So yeah, quite interesting. So let me know what you guys think. Do you think this card is going to be pretty decent, you know, for a cheaper 960, or do you think it's going to be absolutely terrible? I'd be interested to know what you guys think, and also what do you think of the comparison between the 950 and the 960 from maybe what you've heard or seen so far. Do you think the 950 is coming in at a good spot, or do you think the 960 is the better value for money card? You know, pay a little bit more, but you get quite a bit better. I'd like to know what you guys think, or how you think the Showdown will go. It's always quite interesting to me. Now, thank you all for watching this video. Please subscribe to Tech Showdown if you haven't already, and like the video. And as always, I'll see you guys next time.